Okay. So, Gemini, the police get called. All right, we're going to find out what's going on with Geminis. All right, so Geminis for November 2019. So Gemini, the retrograde here that's been going on for a while, it does feel like right now you've been going through a lot of things with others, but your creativity and your means and need to balance, okay, because you have the air sign qualities, okay, along with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you have the qualities, Gemini. You're not that far from them. So you do definitely take on some of their traits or characteristics at times. I feel like you guys, Geminis, are going to try to resolve a lot of issues. Some of you people have been going through a lot of BS with Geminis, or you Geminis are going through a lot of BS with other people. I do feel like for some of you, there has been very, very big arguments. There is a lot of stress buttons or triggers being pushed for Geminis in the month of November. It also feels like with Geminis, during some of these arguments, not for all of you, but for some, police had to be called, not once, not twice, but 3 times. The third time was, in fact, a charm when the police got called. Now, the police got called because for some of you, you were definitely calling police about your safety, your security, about being tormented, terroristic threats, deadly threats, these kind of things. Fear of a bomb, fear of a knife, fear of a stabbing, fear of your being violated, fear of being raped, whatever that was for you, Gemini, and it's around you. Now, for some of you Geminis, this could have happened in October, and I am reading it now because it is still a fear in your mind for November. So if that's the case, you'll know. If that's you, you'll know. Some of the Geminis I hear are controversy. So some of the Geminis are having controversy, she said, meaning you're 1 minute you can feel like things are okay, calm, smooth, cool, collective. And then in a second, you're being pulled in another direction like, oh my God, what do? I don't want to go to sleep. I'm afraid. I'm always looking outside. I heard something. You don't know one thing 1 minute from the next. Like it's like something takes you over. So a card that I have where Geminis are concerned, as I said about the police being called, for some, it is because of a fear. That your fear somebody may be around or outside or stalking or watching you. You also fear, for some of you, could be fearing that somebody's making threats or making promises that they're going to do something to you. For some of you, it's almost like if I can't have you, nobody will. And if I see somebody around you, they're going to be done. So it could be like that. For some of you, this also could be somebody threatening, maybe a landlord, maybe who you answer to, who pays the bills, whatever. Somebody could be threatening to take you out of your elements, to make you move, to make you have changes, to take something that's a blessing to you now away, or to take even a regular necessity, food, water, whatever. Somebody could be threatening, maybe I'm not going to put any more groceries in the house till you do what I want you to do. Well, somebody could be getting that as well. For some of you, wow, my paper just picked up and moved on the table, up in the air like this, by itself. So you want me to, okay, just a minute. Let me see what the paper says. Okay, some of you may be dealing with the number 6. Now, if you look at the number 6, I'm gonna draw this, right? Okay, she has me drawing it. So if you look at the number 6, does it look like a 6 to you guys? So you see the 6, but this also can look like somebody that's pregnant, right? So that's what she's trying to tell me. So she's trying to say that for the month of November, you may be at high risk to get pregnant. That's important for somebody to know. Somebody to know. Also, okay, so for a lot of you, you're not willing to ask someone for help, even though you need help. You're not willing to almost admit even to yourself that you need help from somebody else. You may also not even be willing to admit that in the past, somebody else asked you for help and you were very quick to be able to give them the help that they need and not judge them. But now when you need help, you don't want to ask them. So I don't know what that's about or why that is. Oh, I love me some ginger ale. So if anybody's looking, love it. So here's the thing. You're always willing to go out of your way, go above and beyond for everybody else to help. I don't want you to go without something or not get assistance when you need it. Some of you may need general assistance, public assistance. Somebody may need food stamps. You may need help to pay your bills, but you're ashamed. It's almost like, well, this never happened and I don't want to have to do that. And, I don't come from that family and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? You're human. Things happen. Shit happens unexpectedly all the time. So I want you to go where you need to go and get the help that you need. Hey, Elizabeth. So I want you to definitely figure that out. Don't wait. Some of you feel like you're still in shock about something. It almost feels like you were taken back by a situation and still shaking your head like, I don't believe that happened. I don't even believe what I'm hearing. So some of you may have been told about something, and that might be coming up in the month of November. You may be told about something that kind of makes you shake your head. It kind of makes you feel like this can't be happening. This was nothing that we agreed upon. This was nothing. There was no warning signs that maybe my partner was running around. Maybe there was no warning signs that I was going to get evicted. Maybe there's no warning signs I was going to lose my job. Be careful for the month of November. There is something that Spirit is trying to tell you. I'm getting the threes again. So I had that in one of the other videos, and I'm getting the threes again. So when I see the threes, 333 is all about Spirit agreeing to help you, to get you to another level. When you see me doing this a lot with my hair, I'm not trying to be cute. It's because everything is tingling when I'm hearing all the messages because she's talking so fast, and I'm probably only saying half of what she's saying. Can you just slow down a little bit, please? Just a little bit. Some of you are not wanting to admit something. Maybe it's about needing help. Maybe you're not willing to admit that you have a problem. Maybe you're not willing to let somebody know that you think you have something. You think you have something under control. You think it's not going to spiral out of control, but it is. So be careful. Be ready for it. If you access it now, if you stop it now or address it now, you won't lose control. You won't lose your home. You won't lose your car. It won't get repossessed. Whatever. Do it now. Address something now. Stop putting it off. Don't wait till the last minute, because that's what it feels like you're doing. A lot of you feel like you're waiting till the last minute. Some of you are waiting for a validation. From who? Who do you need to validate you other than you? Nobody. Stop waiting for that. Some of you are definitely saving things like it's in a time capsule. But what for? I don't know. Saving all these things, collectibles or whatever. Okay, so I get it, things that are in their boxes and whatever that may have value on them. I get that. But there's other things that you're collecting or saving around that's really just junk. It ain't going to be nothing, was never nothing. Only thing it was is a gift that you never wanted in the first place. Get rid of it. Get rid of that clutter. So for some of you, there's somebody out there who you feel that you are attracted to or interested in or hoping to communicate with and get something going with. But for some of you, what you think looks so great or wonderful may not be any of it when you finally get to know that person. They may completely not be for you. Now, they're for somebody, but they may not be for you, okay? They may not be for you. For some of you, you're expecting somebody to change, but you have not yet initiated the change within yourself. Does that make sense to any side? Yeah. Does that make sense to any of you? Does that make sense? And I don't know why I'm keep hearing Sagittarius for. So if Sagittarius have anything to do with Geminis, let me know. Let me know. It may be, in fact, a Sagittarius who had the police called on them because a Gemini called the cops. I also feel like I said in the beginning, if you missed the beginning part of this video, the arguments, the disagreements, not once, not twice, but 3 times the police were called. The third time was definitely a charm because somebody left to go to jail. Somebody was trying to get going to get charges put on them, but then the court case came up, or the court case comes up, and you decide to drop the charges. Their behavior is not going to change. Their lesson will not be learned. If somebody put their hand on you, Nirvani, you called the police? Okay. If somebody put their hand on you, then you need to make sure that you didn't allow that. You got to show them that that's not acceptable. Okay? It's definitely not acceptable. That's good, Nirvani. So some of you are repeating a story over and over and over. I don't know if there's different people that you need to tell the same story to, for whatever reason. For some of you, it feels like somebody is trying to invade in your privacy. So whether somebody is reading your text messages, whether somebody has a tracker on your phone or your car, whether somebody is trying to monitor every move that you're making, I want you to be careful of a stalker. I want you to be careful of somebody that's either a very nosy neighbor, a very nosy coworker, or even a friend who's crossing boundaries. Hey, Angel. So I want you definitely to be careful with where you distribute your information. I also want you to be careful with your trash, because somebody may be going through your trash unexpectedly. There is definitely travel coming for you. All right, Gems? There is travel coming for you back and forth, back and forth. Okay? And it feels like, too, you leave. This is coming up. You leave, and then you get halfway to your destination, and you're like, oh, shoot, I forgot such and such, or I forgot to turn something off, or I forgot to bring these cupcakes into work, or whatever for somebody's birthday. Whatever it is, you got to turn around. You got to go back. So for the next week or two, make a list. If you have something to walk out the door with every day and you know you need 5 things to take with you every day, have a checklist at the door. So when you're ready to walk out, it's like a little chalkboard. So you could change it every day. Before you leave, don't forget to turn off the lights. Don't forget to blow out the candle. Don't forget to set the alarm. Don't forget to feed the cat. Whatever you got to do, have that on there so you can read it very quickly before you go out that door. Great idea, right? For some of you, in the past, you had a decision to make. It doesn't feel like it turned into... The decision that you made doesn't feel like it turned into your favor. It feels like you made a decision and you feel like you made the wrong choice. Or maybe you chose to help somebody out and you feel like you made the wrong choice because they ended up just not using it or not needing it or destroying something anyway. It's kind of like maybe if you help somebody out with their rent and they needed $200 more to pay their rent. So you gave them the $200, but they never paid their rent, or they were behind even more than you thought. And that $200 just got blown out because they got kicked out anyway. So it's kind of like doing something for nothing. So be aware, be careful of that. All right. So the next thing I have, again, we're going back to somebody who's paying attention to you right now in the month of November, Geminis. This also could fall with other air signs, meaning Libra and Aquarius. But for some reason, I needed to say that in this Gemini video. Why, I don't know. Okay, so somebody is definitely still hanging around. Somebody that maybe you wanted to go away is still wondering about you. Maybe even somebody who thought they wanted to go away, but they really feel like they've made a big mistake. So they may be coming back towards you. They may be coming to hang around. They may be coming to hang out with you. They may be coming back to fix things, because I keep getting this card back again. So fixing things. So when they're coming to hang around, it's because they want to fix things with you. And then again, you're going to have to make that decision, right? Because before, in the past, they left because they had other options and they kept that secret behind them or behind you so you couldn't see it, knowing they had another person. Okay, they may at one time not accepted the cup that you were offering them. Okay, then after you were broke and broke down, Now they're coming towards you. So here you are in November, going to be contemplating, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Okay. The universe is saying, look, in the past, all the blessings that you gave them fell out of the cup, so to speak. They let all the stuff come out. But now they want to come back to you. Again, they're coming back, and very quickly, because they do, in fact, they want to be around you. They want to make an offer to you. They want to pique your interest again, so to speak. And for some of you, your anxiety goes right through the roof, like, oh no, I don't know if I could do this again. I really did like that person a lot. I did want to be with them, but after what they did, or after the way they lied, or after the stuff they pulled, after that big argument that we had, after the cops were called, I don't want the police here at my house anymore. I'm tired of the police showing up and my neighbors are talking. I don't want all that. And I don't think they changed. Well, you're right. You're right. So the people who were being aggressive toward you, or if you were being aggressive toward them, there's still no change. For some of you, you definitely want to be assertive. You definitely do. You're definitely not trying to create any chaos. For some of you, you're looking and waiting to see somebody coming, or you're watching outside to see if somebody is in fact stalking. For a lot of you, you definitely had that tower moment that you went through. Yep. But now you're waiting to see the blessings coming, because now you've poured more into yourself than you did the other person. Now you're putting more into yourself than you're going to this new person or this past person. You're going to take your time this time, and you're going to allow somebody else to show you what it is they're willing to do, what they're willing to bring to the table. Okay? For some of you, again, like I said, with the police called, you may have dropped the charges when it was time to make it a permanent restraining order or not. You dropped the charges, or they dropped the charges, whichever way it goes. For some of you, it feels like there was a lot of damage done, whether it was holes in the wall, whether it was bruises near your face. Unfortunately, that's not good. But whoever that was for, I feel like that person, like it or not, they had to go to jail. They'll be there 30 to 90 days. Then they're going to be made to go to mandatory anger management classes. That's coming. That is definitely coming. Okay, Gems? That's coming. So with that being said, I do see November turning around and changing, okay, for you guys. I also see a lot of different opportunities coming your way. I also feel like a lot of you are very, very talented. This card says it. You're very talented. You're actually effing amazing, right? But the world needs your power. It needs your voice. So don't just use it for dumb stuff, okay? And that's what this card says. But I do feel like somebody, especially in reference to domestic violence, needs your voice. They need to know that it's okay to say it's not okay. It's okay to say no. I don't know who that's for, but it's okay to say no. I also want to pull another card for those of you who are not involved in a domestic situation like that. And let's just see what we have. So for some of you, it's like, you know, you owe somebody an apology, and you're saying, I ain't doing it. Well, Spirit says to just apologize. Just do it. Okay? So that's what it's saying. For a lot of you, you're going to spend time with that special person, that significant person in the month of November. You're going to either make art, make love, or make music. And that's what it says. So there is blessings coming. Don't worry. It's not all negative. All right? It's not all negative. So stay tuned. Be aware. Lots of blessings coming your way. Lots of blessings coming your way. So I hope I didn't type Capricorn on here. I hope I didn't, because this is definitely Gemini. So if I messed it up, I'll fix it. My mind's crazy tonight. Anyway, thank you for that note. I appreciate it. Guilty as human. Thank you. Anyway, so that's pretty much what I have for November with you guys. It does feel very strong and very positive. I don't feel a lot of bad things, but I do feel like you're not wanting to have to go through struggles anymore. Oh, I didn't? Oh, thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you, honey bee. I got a little confused for a minute there because I wouldn't be surprised. I'm trying to get everything done at once. But my main focus, you guys, is definitely on all the energies that are coming, like I said, for November 11th. I can't wait to do a video with you guys to speak about 11/11, to talk about how important, how powerful, and how valuable it can be to you as a tool if you use it right, if you prepare yourself for it. Okay, so lots of blessings to come. Again, this is your Gemini November. Hope you enjoyed it. Yes, short but sweet. But yes, there will be a mid-month coming up, and they will all be live. It's so much easier. I'm just going to do them live. But anyway, stay tuned. Next coming up, just so you're aware, is Scorpio. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio for November. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all in blue. I love you. Thank you, Deanna D.